5 provinces, 10 races, 6 winners, and now it's down to the championship finale for the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Now 1 race, 4 drivers in title contention, and 1 champion after all is said and done at Kawartha tomorrow night. CANrace has you covered with full coverage of the NCAS finale. It all starts right now with pre-race here on CANrace. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm your host Bryce Turner. Coming up, the final installments of Q&A and behind the scenes for this season. Also, stats on the 3 main championship contenders, Scott Steckly, Jason Hathaway, and Andrew Ranger. But first, a look at the standings. Scott Steckly's lead is 9 points over Jason Hathaway and Andrew Ranger. L.P. Dumoulin mathematically will also have a chance to win the championship on Saturday. Check out NASCAR 5 on Twitter for more on the different clinch scenarios. The Pinty's 250 from Kawartha Speedway will take place tomorrow. The race will begin at 5 p.m. while qualifying is set for 3:15. TSN will air the race on Saturday, October 3rd at 1 p.m., all times Eastern. For an update from practice and qualifying and post-race tomorrow from Kawartha, tune into CANrace. Coverage will be posted on my YouTube channel and website. Full coverage of NCATS at Kawartha on CANrace. Now for a stat comparison. Andrew Ranger has 1 win this season, does not have a victory at Kawartha, and has an average finish of 10 at the Peterborough area track. Scott Steckly has the most wins in both categories, 3 in 2015 and 2 at Kawartha. Steckly has an average finish of 4.9 at the Speedway. And Jason Hathaway has 2 victories this season, including 1 at the most recent outing at CTMP. Hathaway has 1 win at Kawartha and an average finish of 9 at the track. Meanwhile, the Jostens Rookie of the Year award will also be won on Saturday. Gary Clute leads Marc-Antoine Camiron by 5 points. The highest finishing rookie in any given race receives 10 points. The next highest finishing rookie receives 9, and so on. There are currently 8 rookies entered at Kawartha, so the battle for top honors is still ongoing. Stay tuned, Q&A and behind the scenes are next on CANrace. NASCAR 5 provides the latest news. It's time now for a news update. Schedules. The Xfinity Series is up first this weekend. Standings. Kevin Harvick continues to lead in the standings, and more, all within 5 minutes, covering the Sprint Cup, Xfinity, and Camping World Truck Series. Every week, all season long. It's NASCAR 5 on my YouTube channel. What was the best piece of advice you received before your series debut?
Well, I would say best advice is to, keep your head in the game, focus on what you got to do, never give up. If you have your dream, never give up, and things gonna go your way at one point. It's not an easy world here. It's there's a lot of competition. Everything is not based only on the driver, but on the car preparation and the team itself and all that. So it's not easy, but if you never give up and you perseverance is very important as well. So that's big advice there.
Oh God, that's a great question. Probably just patience is a big thing. I mean, in our series, these long races, I wasn't really used to them. So being patient and gaining respect from a lot of these guys I've done a long time. So back in 2007 when the series started, it's definitely needed to earn respect from the veterans for sure.
My dad gave me a lot of information. Actually, he said you just gotta keep the fenders on and conserve your race car, and you'll be there at the end for a good finish.
Oh wow! Before my series debut, I think it was just go out and finish every lap and gain the respect of the competitors.
My name is Bill Bryan. I'm 25. I'm from Scarborough, Ontario, and I am the scoring tech for the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Basically, if you've ever seen a NASCAR event, one of ours, one of the pro ones, and you see the ticker going across the top of the screen, basically all the information on that ticker. I'm responsible for making sure it gets from the cars into the tower for control to use, as well as out to the teams for their own use, be it tracking the leader, tracking who's got fast lap, whatever they need that information to do.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Honestly, it's twofold. One is the camaraderie. The people here are absolutely amazing to work with. They are really, really great people. And also, it's one of my greatest challenges. Every day there is always something that can go wrong, and the thrill of getting the job done, getting everything out of the way and finished in it's just a really great rush. It's so fun to do.
What is the toughest part of your job?
The early mornings. To be here for 6 a.m., starting at a hotel, being here for 6 a.m., to have everything ready to go by 10, it sounds like a lot of time, but when you're unrolling 300-400 foot of cable, setting up multiple laptops, making sure all the transponders on all the cars are working properly and fully charged, that 4 hours can seem like 20 minutes. So the early mornings and the amount of work you have to do in the early mornings, that's probably the biggest challenge.
Thanks for watching the Kawartha pre-race edition of CANrace. Check back tomorrow for an update and post coverage from the track. And as always, be sure to follow on Twitter at NASCAR5. You can also use hashtag CANrace.